trace my steps a little bit from the tree. Here I am on Canal Street here in New Orleans. And on the corner here, very close in between the Marriott right there and the Wyndham over here, is this little street called Exchange Place. And this is where Oswald lived as a baby with his mother upstairs. And I think one of these buildings on the right here, right behind the Wyndham Hotel. And I think when I posted this last time, somebody had commented that it was the place with the arched anyway, one of these, I think it's this one here, where he lived. Now, this is that Exchange Place from the other end, looking down towards Canal Street. But when I was here last time, there was actually happened to be a sign that was turned over that said Exchange Place. Now I cannot find a sign anywhere that says Exchange Place. Okay, here I am at 411 Bourbon Street. This used to be a club. Let me check my for the information.
I can't figure out.
Anyway, here I am on Bourbon Street. Okay, so this is where Jack Ruby came to hire Jada, one of his strippers, in the year of 1963. And I believe she was one of the strippers that testified that she saw Oswald and Jack Ruby together, and I think she was killed, if I'm not mistaken. Jada. This used to be the 500 Club, and she was hired out of here in 1963 to go work for Jack Ruby. Interesting. Now I'm approaching Clay Shaw's house when he was arrested. 1315 Dauphine Street. I'm kind of on the edge of the French Quarter, I'm taking it. I'm getting closer. I pass this park. Came all the way down there. Past this park. I have a feeling it's in this next block. Yeah, we're in the 1200 numbers right now. In this next section, 1313. This may be it on the corner. Let me check. We're in the vicinity here. Here's 1309 Dauphine Street. And next to it... Oh, what's that?
I'm gonna guess about 5 blocks away. Would you have any...
And that is 1317. So this must have been 13. Ah, here we go, 1313. There it is on the door right here. Let me get back up a little bit and get a picture of it. So that must be it. And there's a little courtyard right there. Oh, well, that's 1317. Then that second door is 1313. So this apparently was where Clay Shaw was having his parties, and David Ferrie was there. And maybe doing a little scheming, huh? Oh my heavens. Interesting. Okay, I'm coming up on 1022.
Arrived at 1022 St. Peter.
I'm coming up on 1022 St. Peter Street. And this is my last video. I mistakenly thought this was Clay Shaw's home, but apparently this is where when he died of cancer in 1974, his lawyer apparently held on to his body to prevent an investigation of some kind, and this is where he lived. So let me go from the other side of the street. This is also in my other video. I mistakenly called this Clay Shaw's home. Really, this is where his lawyer, I guess, lived and kept his body in 1974. St. Peter Street, French Quarter. Kind of on the edge of the French Quarter. Okay, I walked here from the French Quarter, and this is Louisiana Parkway, 3340. I need 3330. 3330. I think it might be this one here. 3330. Where's the number? Okay. There's the building right. David Ferrie was living. That's where he was found dead. Oh my heavens. So he was found dead there. Oh my gosh. And then, let's go back this way a little bit. 3330. Yeah, 3330. Okay. Interesting. It's kind of scary walking here. Let me try some other addresses. And this is 107 Decatur Street, this building here, which is actually on the corner, of Canal Street and Decatur Street, and supposedly this is where Oswald met with Carlos Bringuier, if I'm pronouncing it right, to discuss combat training technique to fight Castro. That's what they discussed in here. And then a few weeks later, I guess, was when Carlos saw Oswald passing out anti-Castro, pro-Castro literature, which I'm going to go through too soon, and they got into a little altercation on the street and got arrested. There's that parking garage mentioned on 618 Magazine Street. Apparently this is a garage, or I don't know if that means a shop, where Oswald used to hang out when he was supposedly working at the Reilly Coffee Company. So Oswald used to hang out here. This building does look like it was definitely around then. And O'Reilly Company public parking. Wow. Interesting. And then just down the street here. And then, and then Lafayette and Camp Street's just down here. So we're just on this corner over here, which is now this building. Just on the other side of this building was where Guy Bannister's office was, and 544 Camp Street, where the address Oswald stamped on his Fair Play for Cuba leaflets. Aha. And 640 Magazine Street. This used to be the Reilly companies, Reilly Foods companies. So it still is. Let me get a picture of this from the other side of the street so you can see it. So this is that building. Reilly Coffee Company. Reilly Foods. And it still looks like it's in operation. Interesting. But the things I've read said that this was maybe a CIA front company for other purposes. Interesting. So in this district, this small area of town, oh, over there is O'Reilly Company as well. Let me just get a picture of that. William B. Reilly Company. Magazine Street and Giraud. Interesting. Fantastic painting here on. Well, maybe it wasn't just a CIA front. Established 1903. Who knows? Quite an amazing mural here. Oh, wow. That's the street. And this is a picture of that same second Reilly Coffee Company building. The one with the mural on that side of it was the mural. And I guess, of course, it's a Sunday evening. It's hard to tell, but it almost looks like it's not in operation, but maybe it is. I'm gonna cross over here as soon as it's safe. Interesting. Reilly Coffee Company. This is the backside of 640 Magazine Street, the Reilly Company. This building is interesting. It's nicely painted, but there's no indication on anywhere on the building what business this company might be in. It did say on one sign it said Reilly Foods, but no indication on this building whatsoever what in the world they're doing, what kind of business they're in. Interesting. And I'm going to hop over to the other block to check out Camp Street, 544 Camp Street. It's not there anymore, but now this is Lafayette Street and Constance. And although the 544 Guy Bannister's offices are no longer there, I have a feeling it was a kind of a building like this. There's a narrow alleyway with similar buildings in this neighborhood, except we got this newer one here that went up. This is, oh, and then on the next block, which is not that street, that's Magazine Street we're coming up to, and then further to the next street you go to Camp Street, and you run into Lafayette Square, I believe it's called. You can see this is all new building on this corner, but Guy Bannister's office would have been on this corner that we're coming up to on Camp Street. In terms of what the building it looked like, probably very much like those buildings back there.